So today I was looking around at Overwatch statistics and, popularity, win rate, everything like that. And I found 3 kind of weird heroes that actually have very high win rates, can carry games, but don't have nearly as high of play rates as you think they would for how good they simply are. Now, these aren't going to be characters that, you have 0% chance of finding in game. You probably will find one every once in a while, and they aren't, the very bottom of the barrel characters that everyone thinks are very bad, so you won't really be seeing those characters either. But, maybe it'll surprise you with a few of these picks, as they aren't really what I was expecting. Reaper's someone that I was expecting for quite a while to become, the super meta pick that everybody goes for because he does a lot of damage, has a lot of kill potential, and his ultimate is a super good team-wide ult. So, it's kind of that perfect mix that I think a lot of people would try to choose to get into in Overwatch competitive solo queue. But that's obviously not the case. As far as Reaper goes, he has barely more play rate than Widowmaker. Widow's at about a 2.1 and Reaper's about a 2.4. That's kind of weird. I thought Reaper was a guy that a lot of people would play because when I played Reaper, often the enemy team would switch to him to, counter me. So I saw him quite often. But I guess in the average game, there isn't way too much Reaper. Now, one problem about him that I feel I could maybe kind of get a lot of people off playing this character is that there's Junkrat, there's Pharah, and, there's Soldier. There's all these characters that are kind of hard to deal with as this guy. But obviously, as far as win rates go, it's not impossible to deal with. Reaper's sitting around a 51% win rate, which is pretty good for this character, and definitely someone that if you bother to learn, you can play in essentially every single meta. You can play him against triple tank, half okay, you can play him with dive pretty well, you can play him with 3 DPS, you can play him against dive pretty well as well. There's a lot that you can go for with this character. It's just a little bit awkward to get used to him, and I guess that's kind of why a lot of people just don't want to play him. I guess as well, because you really do have to learn where to be at all times with Reaper to get out your damage, and if you're misplaced at all, you're probably going to be one shot. But if you can kind of learn where to play with him and how to, actually kill Pharah and Junkrat, which is very hard, you can start carrying, obviously. It's just, a little bit difficult. Okay, now, Orisa is the weirdest pick on this list. I know that Orisa is very good, and she is good. When you look at her win rate, it's the 2nd highest win rate in the entire game. She's better than D.Va, Reinhardt, Winston, all these other tanks, Roadhog. Pretty much every single one, Orisa's better than them. She can supply a lot of damage, really nice shield, and just as far as it goes, she fits into most team comps and really just fits into the team comp that's working well right now, which is, 3 DPS with 1 tank, or, the 2-2-2 with quite a bit of spam on your team. Orisa fits well into that. But even with all those benefits going for her, just people don't like playing her, I guess. And I think the problem comes with the fact that her kit does get kind of stale. While there is, some outplay potential that you can go for the most part, you put down your shield, you start shooting, you try to grasp the enemy team together, you put down your ultimates to boost your team's damage, and you block some CC / some damage with your own Iron Will or whatever. And, I guess that's there. But even though this works so well in the meta, not many people are wanting to go for it. Again, though, if you can actually learn Orisa yourself, if you can play Orisa, she obviously is working right now. She, again, is one of the best picks, and if you can get past, that kind of boring learning curve that I guess you might have with her and start getting into some more competitive games with her, you're probably going to have quite a bit of fun, and especially if you're a tank main, I think she's someone that's definitely worth your time to learn right now if you want to carry, and if you don't want to have to take somebody else's tank as you might do with someone else that's a little more popular, like D.Va. And here we go again with Symmetra. Whenever I make any videos like this at all, no matter what season it is, no matter what's changed, Symmetra is always the best character in the game as far as win rates. Always about a 56-57% win rate. That's where she is right now. She carries games, and that's really all there is to it. Now, the thing is, with Symmetra and Torbjorn, it is, a little bit biased towards the stats, and they kind of break the system, because most of the time people will only play Symmetra on defense, where she is amazing, win that, and then switch to somebody else on offense, because she's not that good on offense in most cases. And, stats can't really go for that. But if you can learn to play a sick Symmetra defense, she is by far one of the best defensive heroes in the entire game, and someone that is 100% worth your time to try to learn. I feel like one thing that's interesting about Symmetra is that you can play her quite well while also, maining Mercy or something. Mercy's a very good pick right now. I feel most people can agree that she doesn't take way too long to bother to learn. So you can main Symmetra, play her all the time on defense, win those games, get really good defensive times, and then go to someone like Mercy when you're playing on offense to, of course, get the res, get the heal, get the damage boost, get everything like that that is so strong with Mercy right now. Now, you could also switch to Moira whenever she comes out, or Zenyatta, or anything like that, but I feel like that is really the best combo if you want to start carrying with this character, because, you might be able to carry on defense, but you need something else to kind of pick you up again on offense. Even with that all said, though, again, Symmetra's a super strong pick. She just has so much damage, so much presence, and the teleporter, you all know, it's just ridiculous. And as always, no matter what the meta's been, even though we have a spam comp, which you'd think would be good against Symmetra, she's still good, and still someone that you should probably play if you want to carry. But anyways, that's all I'm going to say about these characters. Characters that really almost nobody uses, but have very high win rates, and can actually carry games quite well. I think I forgot to mention this, Symmetra has around a 1% play rate, so yeah, you can kind of tell that not way too many people play her. Anyways, as always, guys, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below if you want me to talk about any certain thing in the future, or if you feel like I missed a certain character on this list. I know there's probably a lot of Sombra mains that are wondering what I didn't do there, but, leave that in the comments. Press the subscribe button if you want to see more stuff like this in the future, and hit that notification button if you want to join the notification squad. Anyways, as always, guys, thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful day.